Jean-Pierre Papin is a former French professional football player who played as a forward, and who was named the European Footballer of the Year in 1991. Papin achieved his greatest success while playing for Olympique Marseille between 1986 and 1992. He later played for A.C.Milan, FC Bayern Munich, Bordeaux, Guingamp, JS Saint-Pierroise and US Cap-Ferret. Papin also played 54 times for the French national team. After a short time as manager of French clubs, he joined the local amateur club as Facture Bigarnos Bowie, and as a player in 2009, aged 45. Papin was known for his goal-scoring, striking ability, and volleys, which his fans nicknamed Papinades in his honor. In 1996, after their 8-month-old daughter Emily was shown to have serious cerebral lesions, Jean-Pierre and his wife, Florence, set up an association, Neuf de Coeur, to help others in that situation and, particularly, to find and apply methods to mentally and physically educate such children. Although Papin played only 31 matches for Club Brugge, he was elected as its best foreign player by the supporters in April 2008. In a 17-year career in many of Europe's biggest leagues, he scored nearly 350 goals in over 620 matches. Playing career, Papin scored 30 goals for France in 54 matches. He played at the 1986 World Cup finals in Mexico, where France finished third, and at the 1992 European Championships in Sweden. His last game for the national team was in 1995. At club level, he played for Valenciennes, Club Brugge, Olympique Marseille, A.C.Milan, FC Bayern Munich, Bordeaux, Guingamp and Saint-Pierroise. During Papin's hugely successful spell at Olympique Marseille, with the Frenchman as striker and skipper, Marseille won 4 French League championships in a row, a French League and Cup double in 1989, and reached the final of the European Champions Cup in 1991, losing to Red Star Belgrade after a penalty shootout. During this period, Papin was the French League's top scorer for 5 consecutive seasons. While at Marseille, he won the Ballon d'Or, awarded to Europe's top footballer. In 1991, he is the only player to win this award while playing for a French club. In 1992, Papin joined Italian giants A.C.Milan for a world record fee of £10 million, and was the first high-profile French player to join the Italian league since Michel Platini. However, he never established himself as a regular first-team member with the Rossoneri due to injuries and adaptation problems. He entered as a substitute during the 1993 UEFA Champions League final, where Milan lost to his former club, Marseille. Nevertheless, Papin has kept good memories of his spell in Italy and frequently cites former Milan managers Fabio Capello and Arrigo Sacchi as his models when coaching is concerned. In 1994, he was transferred to Bayern Munich, where his season was again plagued by injuries. In his second season in Germany, he was part of the side that won the UEFA Cup against Girondins de Bordeaux, a club that Papin would join the following season. With Bordeaux, he lost the final of the 1997 Coupe de la Ligue against Strasbourg. Papin's career ended in 1998 with second division side Guingamp. Papin was a prolific striker on the French scene, but, contrary to many other French great players, never really became dominant abroad. He was also part of the accursed generation of French players that came between the Platini era of the 80s and the 1998 world champions, boasting the likes of Zidane, Thuram, Henry and company. Despite some talented players like Papin, Eric Cantona and David Ginola, the French national team fared disappointingly, missing the 1990 and 1994 World Cups, the late after two humiliating defeats at home against Israel and Bulgaria, and being ousted in the group stage of Euro 1992 by Denmark after a perfect record in the qualifications. It was the only period in French football where clubs actually did better than the national team. Papin was also iconic in French pop culture because of his caricature in the satirical TV puppet show Les Guignols de l'Info. At first, Papin was depicted as a rather dumb football player, his only obsession being the many different ways to score goals. When Papin experienced difficulties in Italy, the coverage became more sympathetic, especially with the infamous Ravine's JPP song, where even God himself would urge Papin to come back to his home country, because France needs you. He was twice linked with clubs in England later in his playing career. First, in March 1994, he was a transfer target for Premier League side Tottenham Hotspur. Towards the end of his spell with Bordeaux in 1998, he was a target for ambitious Fulham, then a Division Two side, and even expressed his desire to sign for the club. However, neither transfer ever happened, and Papin finished his career without having spent any time in England. After a short time as manager of French clubs, he joined the local amateur club as Facture Bigarnos Bowie, and as a player in 2009, aged 45. Managerial career. In May 2006, Papin took over from Jackie Duguay-Peru as the new coach of RC Strasbourg, who were relegated to the second division. He had previously been coaching FC Basson d'Arcachon, an amateur team, and helped them to be promoted from CFA 2 to CFA. In 2006-07, he guided Strasbourg back to League One with a third-placed finish, but came under pressure shortly after the end of the season when internal conflicts at the club surfaced in the press. Several players, including 2005 League Cup final hero Jean-Christophe Deveau, also openly criticized Papin's methods. Initially confirmed as manager for the 2007-08 season, he was forced to resign a week late after it was revealed that he had interviewed for the vacant managerial job at RC Lens only hours after his confirmation at Strasbourg. He was replaced by Jean-Marc Ferland, former manager of Estroy's AC, while Lens selected Guy Roux as the new manager. Ironically, Papin eventually became the manager of Lens after the club lost at Strasbourg, as Roux resigned only 5 games into the 2007-08 season. In the midst of the season, Lens and Papin were fighting to avoid relegation to the second division. Lens was also eliminated in the first round of both the UEFA Cup and the Coupe de France by, respectively, FC Copenhagen and second division side Chamois. On the 29th of December 2009, Châteauroux have hired the coach to replace Dominique Bijotat. He left his position in May 2010 and was replaced by Didier Tholet. Career statistics. International goals, scores and results list France's goal tally first. Honours. Club Bruges KV Belgian Cup 1986. Olympique de Marseille League 1 to 1988-89, 1989 90, 1990 91, 1991 92. Coupe de France 1988-89. European Cup runner-up 1990-91. A.C.Milan Serie A 1992-93, 1993-94. Italian Super Cup 1992-1993. UEFA Champions League, 1993-94. FC Bayern Munich UEFA Cup 1995-96. National French Kirin Cup, 1994. FIFA World Cup 3rd place, 1986. Individual French Division 1 top scorer 1987-88, 1988-89, 1989-90, 1990-91, 1991-92. Onze de Bronze, 1989, 1990, 1992. European Cup top scorer 1989-90, 1990-91, 1991-92. Onze d'Or, 1991. Ballon d'Or, 1991. FIFA World Player of the Year Silver Award, 1991. IFFHS World's Top Goal Scorer of the Year, 1991. FIFA She, 1997, 1998, 1999. FIFA 100-2004. Named Joueur du Cycle of Olympique de Marseille. Equipe Type Spécial 20 ANS des Trophées UNFP, 2011. Golden Foot, 2013 as football legend. The Dream Team 110 Years of OM.